Fine. Now then. IS, has released footage of American journalist James Wright Foley being beheaded. Now we have ascertained that ISIS, or now they're calling it IS, it's the promotional thing, isn't it? Gives it that ring. Now it's IS, the style, the panache, the salesman's talk. And people go along with it, are sucked into it because they want to. They give themselves to the media. Now we know again that IS and ISIS and however they come at us with this term does not exist. It's never proven itself to exist. All that is attributed to this so-called group, an ancient Egyptian mother goddess, has been fakery. So they're basically saying that it doesn't exist. Because fakery is deceit, it's lies. At the end of the day, it doesn't exist except out of the word fakery. And we're watching it as fakery. Since when did a real group go around committing fake acts? Oh dear. But the people love to have it so. Here we go. Okay, this is an edited video of the threat issued to President Barack Obama by Foley's killer moments before the journalist's murder. Okay, a message to America.
This is James Wright Foley, an American citizen of your country. As a government, you have been at the forefront of the aggression towards the Islamic State. You have plotted against us and gone far out of your way to find reasons to interfere in our affairs. Today, your military air force is attacking us daily in Iraq. Your strikes have caused casualties amongst Muslims. You are no longer fighting an insurgency. We are an Islamic army and a state that has been accepted by a large number of Muslims worldwide. So effectively, any aggression towards the Islamic State is an aggression towards Muslims from all walks of life.
Now, what's wrong with this footage? Whilst multitudes are sitting there believing this is actually real, because it's released by the media. A bent, corrupt media. Media corporations. And what are corporations supposed to do? They're supposed to make money. And so it is that for years the media has been selling lies in order to get money. You can see it from the headlines of newspapers, for instance, how they draw people in to buy those newspapers, and all this airtime is bought. This chap here, kneeling down, supposedly in a desert, okay, somewhere, nowhere, whatever. For all we know, he could be in front of a blue screen, red screen, whatever screen, green screen. But there is one thing we do know. There is one thing that we do know. He looks fitter than most people of our present generation, doesn't he? Now to think that this guy here is supposed to be in an Islamic prison for 18 months. Does it look as though he's been in basically a torture chamber for 18 months? Does he look haggard? Does he look beaten? Does he look emaciated? Does he? Does he? looks as though he's just come out of the pig in Hilton. He's fit as can be. There's not a mark pigging on him. His face is made over. He's just had a nice trim round here. And they've given him a nice trim up here. Again, this looks as though he has come out of the Hilton, or the Holiday Inn, or anywhere. He's not emaciated, again. He should be. He should have been chucked bread and water. Here, infidel. No, he's as fit as a kebab. Isn't he? There's nothing wrong with him. Nothing whatsoever. Not a scar on him. Not a bruise on him. He's not weak, emaciated, tired, traumatised. Half falling, picking down on the ground and having to be picking back up to sit up, to kneel up rather. Is he? What has happened to us if we cannot see the obvious in front of us? The thing speaks for itself. This man has not been in an Islamic prison. The heat by day, the cold by night, extremes, been beaten and tortured, half starved to death. None of that here, and none of it in any others. Because this is all clearly staged. You know, when communism was the thing to be feared of the day and Hollywood took up films on it, when all that ended, the Berlin Wall come down, then the tack changed of governments. Now what can we have, say governments, to keep the people in fear? Well, there is a rising of Islam, let's use that. And so we have today Islam. Mixed in, and now is fading, of course, you had the CND. That was part of the Cold War, and then it started to dissipate and disappear, basically. Don't hear it nowadays. That was the fear as well. Building up the Cold War fear. Okay? It's always fear, 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 fear. We must be given something to fear. And the people sit around and go, oh, 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 terrorised, 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 we're being terrorised, oh. Eh? And if it ain't these buggering things, or if it's these plus viruses, the Ebola virus, are going to wipe it out. Huh? Swine fever is going to wipe it out. Asian flu is going to wipe it out. This, that and the other is going to wipe it out. Where did they go? They fade into the background. You see, it's all created simply by men in authority and women in authority, creating them for the masses to fear. And as the masses open the papers tomorrow or see the headlines, aspirin will kill you, milk will kill you, death will kill you. That's the only true thing. Death will begin kill you. There always has to be something. And as you grow older and older, the people begin to say, oh, not another thing that they keep picking up with to try and frighten us. One minute milk's good for us, next minute it's bad for us. And this is how they play. And as they pipe the tune, as it were, there are those who dance to it. Because the government and the rest, the media, are pulling the strings to these people. And it's about time we cut the pigging strings from us and said, sod this, buddy boy. Eh? I'm not going to be pigging used. Pull this and pigging that way, sod off. Give us evidence. And may I just say here, just as a close here, evidence. Joe Blogg says to me something, I say, please provide the evidence. He says something else to me, I say, provide the evidence. Evidence, 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 evidence. Where is the demand from us to see evidence? It's evidence all the time that we need to see in order to believe, sadly enough, in this day and age, what somebody has to say to us. This is the most deceptive and deceitful age and generation that we're now living in. We're now having to demand, rather than take on trust, demand evidence. That's a sad thing. Every time I meet with people and officials, and they go on, I say, provide the evidence. They can't. We have a generation that believes that by speaking of what they have to speak, rather, is to be believed without evidence. Sod that. I want evidence. And there's no evidence here in front of our eyes that this man has been in a prison for 18 sodding months. Is there? He is fit, he is well, he is healthy. There's not one bruise, not one scar, nothing about him. Not emaciated, not on the pigging ground, as we said. Again, being pulled up by this chap here to kneel up. No. Of course, he's got a camera mic. So he's got a backpack down here. Wonder where he got that from. Well, the world may wish to accept these events as real. There are those of us that know different.